So I'm pretty much going to talk about the Cowboys and Texans. The Cowboys came in this season like they do every season with with high expectations. Excuse me, sorry about that. It's every year. Every year they come in with high expectations because everybody thinks they're going to do something. Which, I would like to see them do good. The last time, besides that year that, Romo got hurt and Dak came in his rookie year, and I think it was like 13-3, and they went to the playoffs and stuff like that. And even the year prior when the Cowboys lost to the Packers on a bogus call that was actually a catch by Dez Bryant. It's just every year they come in with high expectations, and every year they always blow it. And it's just like, I'm a Texans fan, and what we did with the whole Hopkins trade, I definitely don't agree with. And now we don't even have the same head coach, the one that traded him. Which, it's just like, man, how are you going to do that? Trade away your best talent, But either ways, I'll get to them. I'll finish with them in a second. Just back to the Cowboys. It's like, the Cowboys definitely have talent. They definitely do. They got the offensive line. Well, not quite anymore. The best guy they have is Zach Martin. That's actually still healthy. I'll give it to him. He is one tough dude. But they have, Steele on the right side, Martin on right guard. I think I don't think Joe Looney's playing. He might be, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I think he's hurt or something like that. And then left guard and left tackle, they're all kind of unknowns, like rookies and, for second years and stuff like that. But it is just very disappointing when you have a team with so many expectations and then they crumble, Like I said, they have the talent, but this is the one thing, is that Jerry Jones should have just given Dak what he wanted. Dak's a really good quarterback. He's not, I wouldn't say he's elite, but he's a really damn good quarterback. He really is. And with all this mess going around and stuff like that, and with him getting hurt, and now it's just, I think the Cowboys definitely see his value, but with all the contracts that they give in, like Lawrence and Zeke and Cooper, I don't think they're going to be able to keep Dak, honestly. I really don't think. They can franchise tag him again next year, but it's going to be close to like $40 million. I think it's like $38 million that he'll be making if he does it again. But even at that, yes, that's a lot of money. I would definitely take it if I was a quarterback, But it's just, how many times are you going to do that? How many times does this guy have to prove himself? And there was a good point that was made about, who said it? Somebody was saying it. I think it was Shannon Sharp, because I watch a lot of Undisputed. I'm a big fan of the show, with him and Skip and everything like that. And it was either them or Stephen A. and Max. But anyways, they were saying that, when Romo wanted his money, he got it. He got his money. Exactly what he wanted. And now that Dak wants his money, he's not getting it. He's not getting exactly what he wanted. And they were pretty much saying that, Dak and, Romo, they pretty much won the same amount of playoff games and stuff like that or whatever. So what's the difference? How come he's not getting what he wants? Well, one of the reasons is the whole contract things that I was bringing up about Lawrence, Zeke and Cooper and, because, you only got so much cap. But they definitely do miss their offensive line, Tyron Smith, La'el Collins, Travis Frederick, which he retired. You know, I don't blame the guy because, I mean, he had that, I think it was that sickle cell. And Tyron Smith, you know, he got lost for the season, and so did La'el Collins. He got lost for the season before the season even started. And I'm pretty sure that Joe Looney got lost for the season too, if I'm not mistaken. You know, but it's very disappointing seeing both Texas teams suck. You know, and I've kind of come to grips with it that we suck. The Texans suck. You know, our offensive line sucks. Our secondary sucks. Our linebackers are not even coverage linebackers. This is the thing that I didn't get. How are you going to pay Zach Cunningham, a guy that is mainly known for being a run stuffer? How are you going to pay this guy 4 years, $54 million? He is not worth it. He's not Luke Kuechly. He's not Patrick Willis. He definitely ain't Bobby Wagner. I mean, damn, he ain't even freaking Fred Warner from the 49ers. And it's just, like I said, it's really disappointing that they would do that they would pay this guy that much money and not give Hopkins what he wanted. I mean, Hopkins, you can definitely see his worth when he's not there with the Texans, because Watson, that was his security blanket, you know, and he definitely freed up a lot of other receivers, especially the tight ends and everything. With him gone, I mean, Brandon Cooks had one really good game. Will Fuller's had a few good games, really haven't made a difference. David Johnson definitely hasn't lived up to that trade, which is really dumb, by the way. I mean, he's just not the same back that he was. You know, he's had a few good games, but it's not like, you know, he had almost like 1,000 yard season, but it's really disappointing, you know. And I've just come to grips that we suck, you know. And then not only that, but last year they re-signed Bernardrick McKinney to like a 5-year, $50 million contract. And I'm like, really? And I mean, I'm not saying I don't get it. And I definitely don't think that Cunningham's better than McKinney. You know, I think McKinney's a better run stuffer, but even at that, they're not coverage linebackers. Our corners suck too. They might have like a little sparkle here and there once in a blue moon, you know, but they're nothing special. They really aren't. And, you know, the hole that Bill O'Brien put us in and the Texans organization, it's just like, dude, you've got to be freaking kidding me, because this coming draft, we don't even have a first-round pick. We haven't had a first-round pick for a few years already. And I'm just really surprised that we didn't get a first-round pick from the freaking Cardinals for Hopkins. It's like, so you're saying he's worth a second-round pick and I think a fourth-round pick in 2021, and then David Johnson. No. I would have still never traded him. Like, at all. It was a rip-off from the start. Because look at the Cardinals. Hopkins got close to 700 yards receiving, somewhere around there? 6 touchdowns? You know, making a Cardinals GM and their organization look like a damn genius. And I mean, Bill O'Brien should have, and the Texas organization, whoever made that decision, should definitely be arrested. But it's just, we're like, I don't know. It's just, like I said, I'm really disappointed. But, I mean, what are you going to do? You can't really do anything about it. You know? And then not only that, but the Texans are saying you know, they're open to trades, but except for Watson, Watt, who else? Watson, Watt, and then there's like 2 other guys. I forgot who else. Oh, Laramie Tunsil, and then somebody else that are off limits. And I'm like, you should have said Hopkins was off limits before. I just don't get it. Because Hopkins was pretty much our Andre Johnson, you know. It's those guys you don't let go of. You don't. And especially with our offensive line problems, our secondary problems, it's really bad. And, you know, we suck. We suck. Plain and simple, we suck. I don't know how they're going to dig themselves out of this hole, especially in the draft or anything like that. I mean, yes, they can trade away players and get picks and everything like that, but I can tell you right now, if they trade Fuller, they will not get a first-round pick for him. I can guarantee you that. He's definitely not a first-round pick. He's probably worth like maybe a second or third. Actually, I would say third, because the guy gets hurt so much. But the reason that he's had the flashes and some of the good games is because he's in a contract year. But even at that, I don't think the Texans will even be able to re-sign him, because all the dumb contracts they've had go around. But anyways, that's my rant about both Texas teams. Definitely looking good for either one of them. I think I know the Texans are last in their division, and the Cowboys, I think they're about last in their division too, especially with the loss to the Eagles. So hopefully, you know, next season things look up for both of them. But I mean, from what I've seen, I don't know. And I don't even know if the Cowboys are going to re-sign Dak, because some of the things that I've been hearing, especially on Undisputed and stuff like that, like Skip was saying, you know, the Cowboys are probably tanking because they want to get Trevor Lawrence. But there's no guarantee that they'll even get him. I mean, they're still Justin Fields, but even at that, it's just, you know, and tanking on purpose, that's ridiculous. And, you know, you got a guy that knows this system. Keep him in there. You know, give him what he wants. I mean, even if you have to restructure some contracts and stuff like that, you know, do it. But like I said, with all this going on, you can definitely see what Dak's worth was to the Cowboys, because Cowboys ain't doing nothing. But anyways, let me know what you guys think.